What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and with the revelation recently of the organization USAID, we have been discovering everything that the government has been funding through this organization. And just to remind you of some of the things that was actually going on here, I just have to remind you that USAID was funding $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, and $32,000 for a transgender comic in Peru. Now, this is just some of the things that were discovered via USAID funding. We also discovered that they were funding groups like Politico, which famously wrote dozens of articles attacking gamers and attacking gamers over things like Gamergate. And we also did have the revelation that Anita Sarkeesian's own organization, Feminist Frequency, was also receiving funding from USAID and other government institutions within the past couple of years. And since we've had these recent revelations that our own federal government was assisting within the destruction of gaming culture and the gaming industry as a whole, it becomes pretty hard to overlook these facts. But not too hard for people like Hasan, the terrorist-loving, CCP-enjoying, dumb Twitch streamer of the internet, Hasan Piker. But in this little thing right here, we see Hasan doing what Hasan does best, stealing other people's content, all while he eats food and opines in a very annoying and openly false manner. But you see this right here. The terrorism apologist streamer Hasan Piker gets angry at Asmongold and says that the government doesn't care about video games or gamers. He conveniently ignores that anti-Gamergaters spoke in front of the UN and that the US funded millions to anti-Gamergate outlets. Yeah, but let's see what this terrorist apologist has to say, shall we?
Nobody gives a fuck. In the grand scheme of things, nobody cares about gamers. If you think that there's this level of interest in the government oppressing gamers, you are out of your mind. I don't know what to tell you. I cannot believe that this is like actual commentary on the realm of politics, and it's getting a lot of motion. It's 700,000 views.
Well, why would it be shocking to see this? Why is it shocking to see this? And honestly, we've already established that your whole entire point is flawed, but it's not really shocking to see people actually talking about this and discussing this. I get that you don't want to talk about this or discuss this because it's a revelation that your own political side and the people that you have backed and supported for so many years have actually been destroying gaming culture, and everybody is basically getting big old W's right now as proof that, yeah, this wasn't just a conspiracy theory, it was a fact the entire frickin' time. But here's the thing. Yes, governments would actually go around doing this. Governments would care about gaming, and governments would care to do this because guess what? It's propaganda at the end of the day. And they get to do anything that they want. They get to push all sorts of agendas with this, and they get to do it with your taxpayer dollars. But to think that the government doesn't care about this, to think that people don't care about gamers, then why the heck did Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn speak up at the UN all those years ago to announce gamers as just being sexist when they were calling for accountability within the games media and the game industry as a whole? Why is it that we ended up discovering that, yes, in fact, Dustborn was conveniently getting funded by some American money? And it's not like we can come over here and we could see that the Norwegian Film Institute funded the game for 14 million krona, or nearly 1.4 million USD. This is in addition to the 150,000 euros from the Creative EU grant program. This isn't even accounting for the amount of money that the US might have actually given to Dustborn. If the government doesn't care about gamers, if nobody cares about gamers, why are they giving money to all these organizations? Why are they listening to people like Anita Sarkeesian? Why are they funding Dustborn? Why are they funding these games? Why is it that we have this U.S. government-funded nonprofit take this response to Sweet Baby Inc. backlash by calling on video game industry to clearly and unequivocally denounce Gamergate? Yeah, I've been overtake this in this particular article from them before, but to further this point that a government-funded institutions were doing this, we also have this from United States Government Accountability Office. Yeah, the GAO right here. Yeah, this is government website, by the way. This is a government document, and it openly says, countering violent extremism. FBI and DHS need strategies and goals for sharing threat information with social media and gaming companies. Yeah, this comes from January 2024, just last year, in which the government was openly calling gamers terrorists and threat to democracy. This was just last year, Hasan. But you wouldn't know that, okay? You wouldn't know that because, again, Hasan, all you do all day and night is sit down in front of your comfy little computer, rake in dough from your brainlit audience as you watch people like Stephen Colbert, CNN, or even Asmongold and other people's content the entire time, while you just eat your chicken nuggets that are made by your mama in your billion-dollar mansion over in California. Man, that really sounds like a socialist for you, doesn't it? At the end of the day, the fact remains, the government is interested in gaming. The government is interested in pushing narratives the entire time. And what's the easiest path forward to getting outcomes that you prefer? Funding cultural organizations that make games for change, that make games that push political narratives or propaganda, and have that influence the culture to change it at a fundamental level. Yeah, Hasan, people care about gaming, but I wouldn't expect that from you because, I mean, I'd call you dumber than a box of rocks, but that'd be insulting rocks. But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.